Diane, wave your hand. Very good. Unfortunately, your incumbent, Christine Lusk, is unfortunately not here, not with us today. But for District 3, we do have Ms. Diane Turner. District 6, Gwen Cantrell. And opponent, Katherine Pete. Wonderful. We're now going to move into your 2-minute introductions. We're going to start with Ms. Diane Turner.
I'm not used to using one of these. I'm Diane Turner, and I'm running for the Walton County Board of Education District 3 because I value education and care deeply about my community. I would like to thank the Chamber of Commerce Governmental Affairs Committee and the Walton Tribune for putting on this event, and I would like to thank all of you for being here today. My experience in the field of education makes me uniquely qualified to serve the citizens of District 4. I can assure the citizens and the taxpayers that I will be at all board meetings, I will vote and address all issues brought before the board, and I will work with the other board members to help provide the children of Walton County with an outstanding education while using your tax dollars wisely. I have a proven record being a retired teacher, of working in a team environment and focusing on the needs of students and the school system. I have the respect for diverse points of view. We should never be complacent when it comes to the education of our children in Walton County. There's always room for improvement. We must not lose sight of the fact that the children of Walton County are our future leaders. They're our firemen, policemen, educators, and business people. And it is our responsibility to prepare them for the future. Thank you.
Ma'am, thank you. Oh. We're now going to hear from incumbent Gwen Cantrell from District 6. 2 minutes, ma'am, for your opening comments.
I'm Gwen Cantrell. I am your Board of Education representative for District 6, and I can do what a lot of government officials can't do. I can run on my record. Right now we are in harsh economic times, and I wish my family could be here to support me, but they are at a memorial service for a death in our family. I have 7 children. I'm the grandmother of 3. I know how to work a budget. If I didn't, then I wouldn't have a home. The way the economy is right now and the way the government runs their budget, you know, if I spent like they did, my children wouldn't have. My husband is a lieutenant with the Loganville Police Department. He is in our Youth Investigations Division, so I have a unique perspective of what goes on in our schools, not just policy-wise and procedure, but also legally. If you have any issues, feel free to call me at any time. My information is downstairs as well. And I have been on the board for 4 years. I hope to continue to serve this fine community. We have improved our test scores, improved our graduation rates, and yes, I agree with Ms. Turner that there is always room for more improvement, but we are the envy of the state right now with our budget. We balanced our budget. We don't have to furlough teachers, and we have managed to lower the millage rate to bring money back to the taxpayers. So I would appreciate your vote and continuing to improve our county and our school system. Thank you.
And thank you. We're now going to hear our 2-minute introduction from Katherine Pete.
Good morning. My name is Katherine Pete. I'm the wife of Jeff Pete and the mother to our son Noah. I am a native of Walton County, where I also attended school. I have a college degree from Georgia Perimeter College and have worked at Alliance Fire Protection Services since 1999. I also work at Enfield Kennels. Both of these companies are located in Walton County and are family-owned and run businesses. Enfield Kennels is owned and run by Emery, Phil, Nick, and Jeff Pete. Phil is my mother-in-law. She held the seat for 5 years and retired as board chair. I have learned a great deal from her of the importance on the board. Being able to run for the Board of Education means a lot to me. I want to make sure that our schools are incredible institutions and that our children have the opportunity to soar. Our children are our future, and we should be putting everything we have into helping them develop into the young men and women this world needs. I will attend every board meeting. This is not a part-time position, but a full-time commitment. The budget. This is always the top priority for taxpayers as well as the board. I want to ensure that every opportunity to cut spending is made. I would like to see our transportation costs cut. One way we can begin to look at this is by looking into a trial on hybrid buses. Graduation rates and testing scores. Walton County is currently number 46 on the list. I believe we can do better. I want our children to realize the value of an education. Well-being of our children. More and more children in our schools are homeless, hungry, underappreciated, and not supported. We are currently at a 25% poverty level. We need to support such programs as the Fish's Backpack Program, the Boys and Girls Club, and teen pregnancy. We are currently at 76%. I would appreciate your vote on July 31st. Thank you.
Ma'am, thank you. We're going to move into your questions. Ladies, you're going to be given 1 minute each to respond to each question, okay? And we're going to start with Ms. Pete. We're going to start with you. First question. What specific qualifications, skills, and experience do you possess that would make you a good board member for the Board of Education?
Well, for one, I'm a college graduate, so I do have a background in education. I also have 15 years of business experience. While I've been in the business industry, I've managed to do accounts receivable, so I know a lot about a budget. I've also been the public relations expert at Alliance Fire for 15 years. So I have a great deal of experience in dealing with people, including the public. I have served on my local homeowners association where I'm the treasurer. So again, I have experience in a budget. I think that I would be a good board member because I'm committed to this community. I grew up in Walton County, I was raised in Walton County, and I still live in Walton County. And I want to make sure that our children have the values and the education that they need to be able to do anything that they want to do in life. Whether they choose to go to a trade school or college, or whether they just want to go into the workforce. I believe that there are certain skills that they need. Thank you.
Ma'am, thank you. Ms. Cantrell.
As I said before, my mom was 7. I do also teach special needs children, autistic children at a private academy in Lawrenceville. I believe that education is our future, that our children are our future, and if we do not support our children in their education, we will not have a future. These are the kids that are going to be taking care of us, hopefully taking care of us, when we get older. And I believe that my experience in business management, we did own 2 movie theaters. I have done everything from accounts receiving to planning a budget to managing employees. And as I said, I am a teacher. I do know a lot about education and supporting children, and every child, no matter what their ability, has the right to learn.
Ma'am, thank you. Diane Turner, 1 minute, ma'am.
Okay. What qualifications do I have? I'm a graduate, University of Georgia, degree in education. I taught at the middle school in Loganville for 12 years. I've been retired for 12 years. I know the school system. I know how it works. I know what teachers need in a classroom. I know what kids need to achieve. Those are my qualifications. And experience, I do have experience. Some of you think education was my only thing. Not really. I used to work at Ryder Truck Rental where I did profit and loss statements, accounts payable, accounts receivable, and I also worked with the budget. So I do have some knowledge outside of the education. Thank you.
Ma'am, please remain standing. We'll let you start us off on the next question. How's that? Ms. Turner, what is the biggest obstacle that you feel the board is currently facing in their attempts to advance Walton County schools on a reduced budget?
The biggest obstacle is keeping good teachers. We need good teachers to provide our kids with the best education that we can give. And not having the reduced budget kind of ties our hands a little bit. But I think we can still maintain to keep all of our good teachers and give our kids the best that we can.
Ma'am, thank you. Ms. Cantrell.
I agree that the biggest thing facing our county is quality educators, quality administration, and you can't be cheap on that, folks. Unfortunately, you know, in this world, you get what you pay for. If you cut your budget so much that you can't employ the best teachers, the best administrators, and staff for these schools, then you will not have a quality education for your students. And I believe that that's the biggest thing facing us right now. And I would appreciate your vote in July. Thank you.
Ma'am, thank you. Ms. Pete?
Well, I do have to agree with my opponent. I do think one of the biggest things is being able to keep quality teachers and quality administration. We do have a very good staff currently. I do think that there are some improvements that we can make, but I also think that one of the biggest obstacles we're facing is the poverty level that's here in Walton County. How many of our children are homeless and who are not being supported at home, who are coming to school looking for the support, and I'm hoping that perhaps we can be able to support them better. I think that they really need an education that can help them to succeed in life. I also think that with a reduced budget, we're going to have to be very careful about making sure that not only our teachers are paid, but also that their health care benefits are continued to be supported. I know that they rely on that to make a good life for themselves, and I believe that we should support them in those efforts. Thank you.
Ma'am, thank you. All right, next question. We're going to start with Ms. Cantrell. Ms. Cantrell, what policy would you support and or change to bridge the gap between parents and local schools to increase parental involvement into the process?
I think a big problem in our community right now is communication. We have a lot of parents that do not have laptops, do not have computers at their homes, do not have accessibility to everything that we offer for students. I think there needs to be either a localized place or information put out that you can go to the board office and have a list of people in the chain of command and what they handle and how you can go to them and how they can resolve your issue. And if they can't resolve your issue, then we are your last line of defense. People need to know that we're here, they need to know what we stand for, and they need to be able to call us and talk to us face to face. Thank you.
Ma'am, thank you. Ms. Pete.
Well, I believe that one of the policies that we can change to help the gap between the board and the schools is to allow everybody to get together, perhaps a newsletter that's available, maybe a mail out. Maybe it would be something as easy as going to the library to use the computer to be able to look up that information that you couldn't get if you don't have a computer at home. I also think that it would be invaluable to send out notices with your children. While they're coming in from school with all the other paperwork, we might as well have a notice to what's going on in our community. I would also encourage people to come out to the board meetings. You're welcome to submit a question. We'll be glad to answer it. You can also contact us by telephone or email. Most of us have a Facebook page. I know that I certainly do. So that's what I think we can do. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Ms. Turner, 1 minute.
I think the way that we need to work on communication between the parents and the schools. For some reason, the communication skills get lost. And if we can bring the administrators and the parents together a little bit more to give a little more insight of what's going on into the schools. Not everybody, like my opponents have said, you know, not everybody has access to a computer. But there ought to be some way that we can do a mail out, we can have meetings or something, just to communicate with the parents and get them involved in what we're doing to help these kids. Because they are the important things, and we just need to get parents a little bit more involved in education.
Ms. Turner, thank you. Ladies, we're going to move to your 1-minute closing remarks. With that said, we are going to start with Ms. Pete. 1-minute closing remarks, ma'am.
As many of the politicians have said today, I am not a politician. This is my first run for any political office, but I am a very concerned parent. I'm amazed at how often our current board members do not attend meetings or the work sessions. I'm not understanding how you can be informed if you're not available. I will make the board a priority. I will update my Facebook page as often as possible. Of course, I'm always available by telephone. I'd appreciate your vote on the 31st. Early voting has started. Please remember to vote. I appreciate you coming out today, the Chamber for putting on the event, and I know the hard work that you put into it. Thank you.
Ma'am, thank you. Ms. Turner, 1 minute.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for being here this morning. The most important public investment is our children's education. It will be an honor for me to serve the community by helping provide the best educational opportunities for the youth of Walton County. We must never forget the sight or lose sight that our children are our future, and we must prepare them to be productive members in our community. A vote for me on July 31st will be a vote for the Walton County school system and our children. Thank you.
Ma'am, thank you. And our incumbent, Gwen Cantrell. Ma'am, 1 minute.
I just want to say that I have been a proud member of the Board of Education for 4 years. I'm proud to bring you the good news that our budget is reduced. Our teachers do not have to be furloughed, unlike other counties. I am a proud parent. I have a big investment in the school system, not just because I have children in the school system, but because I believe in the education of all children. I would appreciate your vote July 31st to continue these efforts to improve our school system. Change brings about change, and sometimes that change may not be good. We've got a working system, a cohesive board, a quality administrative staff in place, and I wish to continue that for the next 4 years. Help educate our kids. Thank you.
Ma'am, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, your candidates for Districts 3 and 6 of your Board of Education. You are all excused. We're going to set up for U.S. Representative District 10, State Representative District 114, State Senator District 25.